Las Vegas. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. First play from scrimmage. Watson going to throw it. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. A good down to possibly take a shot. And, in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. To the air yet again, Watson. And he completes it to Hunt. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Now Cade York for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that you don't like that call on the opening drive of the game.
It's a very strong limb that you're out on right now. Okay, look, the game between college and the NFL continues to creep closer, but that is truly a college play, not an NFL play. Because you'd snap the ball from the 3-yard line there, whether it's to go for 1 or going for 2. So it makes sense to try it that way, maybe fake it. In this case, from the 15, makes zero sense.
Now your lead's just 6-0 instead of 7-0. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Another run with Sanders. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And some space here. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 20. 46 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here.
You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run order.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the counter now, it's Sanders. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
19 tight, 19 tight. 65, yeah, 65. Read the look, read the look.
Here's Hurts to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Martin Emerson drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And the first play will be a field goal try. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Oh, and Elliott has pushed it to the right. It is no good, and the deficit will stay at 2 field goals.
And I think there on the left hash mark, he's just aiming down the middle and hoping to hit it true. But this ball started right and start working away from it, and it's going to wind up wide of the mark.
The Browns drive about to get started. Off of play action, it's Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time. What a luxury to have a tight end that can run a post route like that.
It's a luxury for the offense. It's an extreme luxury for the quarterback. Always has a great outlet and usually able to come up with a nice play down the middle of the field.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get into the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need...
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Philadelphia. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
Partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
On first down, it's Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. Touchdown, Browns! Anthony Schwartz, 32 yards. And the Browns have retaken the lead. Kevin Stefanski going to lead the offense out to go for 2. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Second down, back to Sanders. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. On third down, they turn to Sanders. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. In motion left goes Smith. They're going on fourth down with Hurts. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll fake the give to Sanders. Now Hurts. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Smith, the man in motion left. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Man, sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Browns drive about to get started. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. On 1st and 10, Watson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. A final shot before the break. Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Second down, back to Sanders. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. To throw is Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 2nd and 12. They'll go again with Sanders. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 178 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Taken down at the 30.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, check that, street.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
19 Rangers.
Throwing is Hurts. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. The kick by Elliott is good, and they take the lead out in front at 13-12. Well, a pretty important sequence here, CD. They were trailing in the second half. The interception gives them the opportunity, and the field goal gives them the lead.
And what a clutch play. You love to see guys come through like that. Now it's their game to lose. Time to get back out there and come through with another big stop.
Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Watson. He's going to let this one go deep. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again is Watson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Watson. Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Watson. Throwing for Chubb, complete on the out route. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Here's Watson on the sneak. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll run with Chubb. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. To throw, Watson. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow, wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here. Now it's Watson. And now it's incomplete. So they can't convert for 2, but they still have the lead as we get toward the end of the 4th. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to win the football game. A lot of pressure here for Cade York. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Well, they had one final chance here on the kick return, but no chance on the other side that they were going to let him navigate all the way to the end zone, Charles. And that ends up being the final play in this one.
Yeah, you're right about that. Special teams coaches, they spend a lot of time working on these types of situations, and they go over every crazy possibility that can happen in this situation. They were able to cover successfully and end the game.